Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Jolynn Mason, and I have the privilege of managing the UW Combined Fund Drive, truly my favorite part of my job. And it's a great pleasure to welcome you here to kick off today. To our returning coordinators, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. You're the backbone of this campaign, and the energy and the dedication that you bring year after year really continue to inspire all of us, me included. And to our new coordinators, whether you volunteered to be here or were voluntold, a warm welcome to you all as well. The enthusiasm that you bring to the table as new folks with ideas and energy and passion it's really incredible. And I hope that for the folks who are in the room for the first time today, this is the first of many opportunities that I have to welcome you to this room. For campaign coordinators, folks like you're the key pillars of our workplace giving efforts. You not only help create positive, meaningful change within our community, but it makes a meaningful impact on the lives of folks locally, nationally, and internationally. And for that, I am deeply grateful, and all the people whose lives you touch that might not know they have you to thank you on their behalf. They are also deeply grateful. And now I'm excited to introduce our first speaker. I talk about this in training, but support from leadership is vital to the success of the campaign. We have been fortunate to receive steadfast support from the Vice President of UW Human Resources over the years. And what some of you might not know is that on October 1st, we welcomed a new Vice President of Human Resources, Heather Horn. Other fun things to know about Heather is that she is an advocate for work, not just an advocate for workplace giving, but she's a strong proponent of the power of giving to build community and connection within teams. So having a true champion for creating a workplace that's welcoming, inclusive, and supportive of all our employees is a great way to start the day. And so it's my pleasure to welcome Heather Horn. Heather.
Thank you, Jolynn. I'm not gonna lie, got a little nervous there when she was like, some fun facts. I thought, oh, what are we sharing about me this morning? So for those of you that I haven't met yet, which I'm looking around the room and it's a fair number of you, I first and foremost really look forward to getting to know you. My name is Heather Horn. I am honored to be now serving as the new vice president for Human Resources at UW. It's a pretty amazing community, and I am quickly learning that. So this is my first speaking event at UW, which is pretty phenomenal. I love speaking, but maybe not in formal settings quite so much, but I do like to talk. But in all honesty, this is probably the best event to start with, right? Because this has so much meaning to it. And truly the work and the effort that you all are bringing to the Combined Fund Drive is making a legitimate difference, right? And it's connecting the University of Washington to a very powerful mission. And so this campaign truly does make a difference in bringing UW employees together with situations and ways to help that truly mean something and make a powerful difference. So thank you for your time and your energy and your contributions to this effort and the Combined Fund Drive. You are what makes it possible, and you are the spark behind the campaign, right? Jolynn is not wrong. It is going to be your voice out there that truly makes a difference. And don't shy away from telling your dean or telling department heads and school heads, hey, listen, this is really important. Can I just have a minute in one of our meetings to remind folks of the power and the positive impact that they can bring? Those small gestures and small extra added steps make a big difference. So what can you expect from me today? Well, certainly a great deal of gratitude, hopefully a little bit of inspiration, and a reminder that the effort is going to translate into some pretty massive impact for our community. So together you make three really important contributions amongst many others, but these are three that we're highlighting, right? And that is that you connect your colleagues across UW by giving them a chance to act on their values. You also connect employees to community organizations like WestSide Baby that make a positive impact in our community, and you connect the past to the future. It is astounding when I read some of these figures to hear what you all have accomplished in the past. For the 41 years that UW employees have participating, they have given over $59 million through this campaign. And this year, you have the opportunity to help us write the next chapter, right? So last year, more than 3,500 UW employees participated and donated nearly $2 million. And that went to over 1,300 non-for-profit organizations. This year, we're going to be ambitious. We're going to expand on that, right? So this year, our mission is to have 4,500 UW employees participate. It's ambitious, but we can do it. I'm going to be speaking up in meetings. I hope you do too. Not pressure, just reminders of the opportunity. And we are hoping to raise $2.1 million this year. And the sincere hope is that we can have $20,000 dedicated in support to our featured non-for-profit organization, which this year is WestSide Baby. So let me tell you a little about WestSide Baby's mission. It's simple, but powerful, right? And that is to make sure that every child has the basics they need to be safe, warm, and healthy. They collect and distribute essentials like diapers, clothing, and car seats, things that many of us likely take for granted, but can make a difference for the family that is struggling. I have 2 children, probably like many of you. Many of these non-for-profit organizations and the work that they do, they touch us in a special way. When we had our first child, I recall being completely overwhelmed by what I had just embarked on, which was a brand new child, which took a lot of emotional energy, but also a lot of financial, right, resources. I had no idea how much diapers would cost because when I was pregnant, I was just really excited about the fact that I was bringing a life into this world. And then it happens and you're like, whoa, I have a lot that I need to cover because I need to make sure that this child has a strong start. And so I know all those things now, and I was fortunate enough to have a really strong support system. But to know that WestSide Baby is there to provide support to those in need, it's a reminder, right, that access to a week's supply of diapers can mean all the difference in the world when we think about bringing relief and some dignity to the families and then also providing that much needed stability for the child. So as coordinators, and Jolynn said this, I'm going to emphasize, you play an incredibly important role in that story across our campus, right? You'll have the support of our amazing CFD campaign team. They will give you tools and templates to make it as easy as possible. And you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that all your efforts and hard work are connecting your colleagues to something bigger than themselves. So I'm grateful to be on this journey for the first time. I'm learning, but I also have some familiarity and some real passion behind this effort. Together, I'm confident that we can reach those really ambitious goals and continue UW's tradition of being really generous and making a positive impact. So now it is my pleasure to introduce you to Morgan McKinn, who is Director of Development and Communications for WestSide Baby. Please join me in welcoming her.
Hi, everyone. Let me get this it's like technology, it can be a little bit dicey. First of all, good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you all, 10 a.m. We had a little trek up from White Center, and so I just really quickly want to say thank you to my colleague, Mari, who is here with me today, and allowed us to be able to drive in the carpool lanes. Mari, Mari actually used to work with Jolynn on this team, and so this is an effort that is incredibly important to her as well. I want to say thank you to all of you for your support. We know what a huge opportunity this is for WestSide Baby, and to have the advocacy and enthusiasm of Jolynn and Heather and all of your team means a tremendous amount to our organization and to the families we serve. In King County, 1 in 5 families struggles to afford diapers for their children. When you look nationally, that number increases to 1 of every 2 families. This is an ongoing and critical issue that we at WestSide Baby are working to reducing, especially as costs in our city rise. Diapers, wipes, diaper cream, none of those items are covered by any federally recognized assistance programs, which means that if you have food stamps, if you use WIC, you cannot purchase diapers. Many of you may know, but some of you who don't have kids may not know. On average, the cost of a pack of diapers can run anywhere between $25 and to $50, depending on size and brand. This is a fairly exorbitant cost when you think about the fact that a newborn baby can go through up to 14 diapers a day and sometimes more.
I gave up, but through
I didn't even realize there were people on Zoom. It was like, hello. Oh, yeah, there they are. Hi. That's all right. We have the IT guru over here who's gonna manage.
Okay. Can't seem to open this back up. Here we go.
Cool. Thank you. All right. It's like, where's my, oh, we'll do it here. That works. Back in 2001, a new mom named Donna Pierce founded WestSide Baby out of the garage in her home in West Seattle. Stressed and overwhelmed by the cost of diapers, as a well-resourced new mom in a fairly affluent community, she couldn't imagine the stress and anxiety that other new moms must have felt having a baby at home and not being able to afford the basic necessities for their child. This led her to reach out to her community, her friends, her family, people in her neighborhood, and ask for donations of cash and diapers so that she could then fill her garage with essential items and offer them up to members of the community who were in need of assistance. Next year, WestSide Baby celebrates 25 years working in this community. We are committed to ensuring, as Heather said, we're committed to ensuring that all families have access to essential items. This is not just diapers and wipes. That includes things like clothing, bottles, formula, toys, books, car seats, strollers, pack and plays, you name it. We have steadily evolved since those days, based out of a West Seattle garage, and now own a massive warehouse in White Center, serve more than 30,000 individual children each year, and consider the whole child in our efforts, now serving children from ages newborn up to around 12 to 14. Last year alone, WestSide Baby distributed more than 2.3 million diapers in the community and 11,000 individual bags of clothing to kids in need. We do this through 3 parallel programs that we run out of our office. The first of these is our bulk diaper program. The majority of diapers distributed by WestSide Baby are done through this program, which supplies more than 20 low barrier access organizations like schools, local food banks, and medical facilities with monthly pallets of diapers. We also run out of our warehouse an emergency diaper bundle program. This is a program that's near and dear to the hearts of all of the staff and volunteers at WestSide Baby. because it allows individuals in our community to come to our office at any point in time and receive a bag of diapers and a bag of wipes. They get, with each bag, you get 1 package of wipes and 50 diapers. And we have historically seen through our outreach to partners and the community that this bag of 50 diapers can really get people through that window of time where they're really feeling stretched. We don't ask questions. We don't ask for any demographic information. We want to ensure that everybody who comes to our office feels safe when they come and receive their diapers, that there is anonymity, that there is dignity. They also can receive a little stuffed animal, especially if they have kids with them, because we have a lot of parents who come in with, multiple kids in tow. So the kids get stuffed animals, the parents get a bag of diapers. And then in 2026, we will also begin an emergency clothing program where parents can come and receive also an emergency bundle of clothing, things like socks, underwear, pants, pajamas. The last of our programs that we run is our Provider Partner Program. Our Provider Partner Program is a partner program that we run in partnership with more than 100 agencies, social service organizations up and down the I-5 corridor. So we stretch all the way up to the Shoreline area, South Seattle, Bremerton, Maple Valley. We have a pretty broad reach. These organizations have individual caseworkers that work with teams of people. And through these caseworkers, families have access to an online ordering system. This ordering system has items such as clothing, toys, bottles, pacifiers, hair accessories, anything a parent of a child could want. And the parents get to actually go through and order items through their kids. When these items come through the system, they look like this. This is an individual order form that's generated in the White Center warehouse from CMAR in Burien, a nonprofit. The provider partner that we're working with is named Michelle. And this is for a child who is 1 month old, a little girl, who is clothing size 3 months, weighs 8 pounds, and has a shoe size of 1. This family is looking for diaper cream, diapers, formula, and wipes. And in the comment section, you'll see that there is a request for formula. We get so many formula requests. And one thing that's really, you don't really know until you have a kid is that not every formula works for every kid. Babies have tons of sensitivities, and it can be really challenging to find formula. We saw this in the pandemic when there was a massive formula shortage. And WestSide Baby, because of our relationships, we were actually during that time able to access formula in a far greater way than other organizations were, and our community really relied on us for that. These orders come through every single week. September 2nd, we filled 247 orders. On average, every week, our team of volunteers and staff fills about 450 orders. When we get closer to the holidays, those order totals can reach up to 700 orders. We like to say that we are not an organization that has the luxury of being able to say no. So if 700 orders come through our system in a week, we have to fill 700 orders because that is 700 individual kids who need items from our facility. Really quickly, before I jump into how we receive our donations, I want to tell a story that I think many of you may have heard, but this is exemplary of the kind of work that we do of WestSide Baby and the individual impact we can have on kids in our community. We like to always say that kids don't get to choose their circumstances, and that is so true. Kids find themselves in situations that are completely out of their control. And we have the opportunity at WestSide Baby to do a little part in ensuring kids feel safe, that they have what they need, and that they know that people out there in the community care about them. While filling an order a couple of months ago, my order form that I showed here in the comment section read, please include a bin or a duffel bag. This child is living in a homeless shelter and needs a safe place to keep her belongings. The order was for a 9-year-old girl. I have filled a lot of orders in my time at WestSide Baby but this one in particular struck me because it hit me that a 9-year-old girl very much understands the insecurity and instability that she is feeling in her life. She understands the tenuousness of her situation and the need to be able to have something to keep her belongings safe and to keep them mobile was sort of one of those moments. I am a mom, a single mom of a 7-year-old girl, and thinking of my kid being in that situation was heartbreaking to me. So I had the opportunity to go into my warehouse, and some of you have had the opportunity to come and volunteer at WestSide Baby. And if you haven't had that opportunity yet, you should definitely come. It's a very fun place to volunteer. And it really is, I mean, you really feel the emotional connection to the kids. We have the opportunity to go and personal shop for all of these kids. So we get a bag and we go through these order forms and we get to pick out outfits and clothing and stuffed animals and all of the things that these kids need. For me, it was fun for this particular child because I got to pick out the softest blanket, the coziest, snuggliest stuffed animal, books that I thought might distract her, toys that I thought might distract her from the situation she was in. Every single one of these children is positively impacted by the items they receive and the stress and relief that family feels, the relief from stress that family feels when they receive the items is profound. So WestSide Baby also provides a really great service to our community of parents, and that is kids grow out of their clothing very, very fast. When your kid grows out of their clothing, or they're done with their books, or they're done with their toys, and as a parent, you're like, we have got to get this crap out of here. WestSide Baby is a repository for all children's items. People can donate all of their clothes, toys, books, whatever they have, to our White Center warehouse. And we also have collection sites located up and down the I-5 corridor. We have a team of volunteers that we rely on, and they go through and they sort all of these items. They check for safety, they check for cleanliness, they check for tears. We have laundry facilities on site, so if something's like, a little bit dirty, we can wash it. If it's not, we'll put it in a different bin and we won't send it out to families. Heather used the word dignity. That is a key tenet of the work that we do. We want every item that goes out to kids to be clean, and we want everybody to feel like this is a dignified process and every family to feel respected. Once the volunteers sort and check all of the items, the provider partner then places their order, and our team of volunteers packs up their bag. And then the provider partners come to our office, they pick up the orders, and they take them back to the families. When you are a parent and you cannot afford clean diapers specifically for your child, what we often see is families choosing between buying diapers and paying bills and putting food on the table. What that then, domino effect of that is then when parents can't afford diapers, they tend to use resoiled diapers. They keep diapers on their kids for longer periods of time, or they use other items like paper towels or regular towels, which are obviously not healthy for kids. This can cause infections. It can cause rashes. If your kids have infections and rashes and are not healthy, that's more doctor's appointments. They can't go to daycare. You can't go to work. Mothers, this is a fact that's actually been scientifically proven, that mothers who cannot afford diapers and essentials for their kids experience far more mental and emotional health challenges. Parents who cannot provide diapers for their children also cannot get to work or school, which means they cannot earn a living. And we also see this frequently with car seats. Car seats are another item that we distribute out through WestSide Baby. Car seats are prohibitively expensive. And they are legal, like they are mandated in the state of Washington. You have to have a car seat in your car when you have a child. If you don't have a car seat, you can get a fine, which most parents who can't afford a car seat cannot afford to pay a fine. And it also is obviously a huge safety issue for families. So what we see is parents not being able to go to work because they don't have car seats, or parents driving around with their kids unsafe in the back of their cars or holding their kids on their laps, which is something that we work to prevent. Oops, I skipped one. Your support, the support of the UW Combined Fund Drive and our community allows us to purchase more than 1 million diapers each year, which we get at a discounted rate. We have to buy more than half of the diapers that we distribute. We get in-kind donations through a partnership that we have with the National Diaper Bank Network, which is incredible. But part of our operating budget, there is a line item for diaper purchase, and we purchase more than 1 million diapers each year. So that's a significant cost to WestSide Baby, and your support really helps drive our ability to be able to buy diapers and get those diapers back into the community. The support of the UW Combined Fund Drive helps ensure that we can train and certify car seat technicians to run our car seat program, which means cleaning car seats, scooping out all of the Cheerios, doing safety checks, and getting those car seats back out to the community. This year, we anticipate distributing somewhere in the 300 car seat range. It's a pretty long process to process a car seat. It takes about between 45 minutes to an hour for each car seat. But it's a critical part of our work. We pay for delivery fees for donated pallets of diapers. So the cost of those delivery fees add up. The support of an organization like UW and the Combined Fund Drive will allow us to get those diapers to our warehouse and then to get those diapers back out to the community. Your support allows us to sustain our 100+ partnerships with our provider agencies. And it has allowed our organization to distribute millions of diapers over the past 25 years. I was looking at, yesterday, I was looking to see if I had a total number of diapers distributed over 25 years from WestSide Baby, and I couldn't find it, but I was thinking to myself, like, generally speaking, if we have done anywhere between 1 million to 2 million diapers each year, and we've been around for 25 years, that is somewhere in the 30 to 50 million diapers distributed in this community throughout our time as an organization, which is pretty incredible. I want to kind of shift gears a little bit and just talk a little bit about your support and ways that you can help WestSide Baby and sort of the items that you can talk about with your teams as you go out into the community. We have a number of donation and collection sites throughout the community. Most of the little gyms have boxes for item collection, and that's pretty incredible. Somebody asked me a question, like, if we were going to have somebody host a drive here at UW, how would we get the items to WestSide Baby? We have so many opportunities to engage. We have an Amazon wish list that will be updated. We launch our biggest campaign of the year, our Give Joy campaign, on November 1st. We are collecting sleep essentials this year, which is like pajamas, bedtime books, diapers, wipes, hygiene items, dental care items, formula, sort of all of those items that you need to get your kid in bed and get them a safe, good night's rest. That campaign kicks off November 1st, and all of those items are on our Amazon wish list. If you wanted to host drives with your teams or encourage teams to host drives, diaper drives are incredible. We need those diapers to get back out into our community. Clothing drives are incredible. We can work with all of the teams to get the items back to WestSide Baby. And we also have peer-to-peer fundraising. So we have links to certain pages. So if there's a team that wants to just do fundraising, we can accommodate that. We are so honored and thrilled to be the beneficiary of the UW Combined Fund Drive this year, and are really excited to work with all of you. Jolene, did you want me to take questions? Is there anything we don't accept? Yes, there is. We don't accept crib mattresses. Again, that's sort of safe sleep stuff. We want to make sure that everything that we're getting out lends itself to being healthy and safe, and we don't have the ability to be able to regulate those kind of items. We have a really comprehensive list on our website of everything we do and don't accept. But generally speaking, I mean, if you all come to our warehouse, like you will see people bring us like Paw Patrol towers and massive doll houses. We actually had a couple of other staff who wanted to come today, but we have an event happening this morning where our provider partners actually come to our warehouse, and we've set up an entire sort of like store, and it's a shopping event, and they can come and pick up seasonally appropriate items. So we did this a couple of weeks ago when we had Halloween costumes. We've still got some left, so that's still an option. Once the holidays roll around, we'll have more holiday themed items, which we don't tend to give out during the normal year. And then all of those really massive items like the crazy toys and stuff, we can't just necessarily get those out because we don't know space limitations and interest. But provider partners are actually able this morning to come and shop and pick up some of those items.
So Morgan, thank you so much. If you have an opportunity to volunteer at WestSide Baby, really encourage you to do it. I worked at WestSide, full disclosure, I worked at WestSide Baby many years ago. It is an amazing organization, and it feels really good when you fulfill an order for a kid, right? Like we've all probably had a moment where there was something we needed and we didn't have in our lives. And knowing that there are people out there who are caring about the most vulnerable members of our community and that we get to be some of those people is a really heartening feeling. So thank you, Morgan, for sharing the amazing work of WestSide Baby. I appreciate you joining us today. And Mari and Heather, thank you so much. This campaign is your campaign, right? Your campaign assistants are here. They will help you do drives if you want to do a diaper drive or a fundraising drive. We love that. We have boxes. We wrap them in pretty purple paper, and then you can go. This is our first day of the fall campaign. I got very excited and very nervous this morning. I get excited and nervous for this every year. Welcome back to Super Start Day, because I apparently like to burn us all with a lot of excitement all at once, or joyfully celebrate with a lot of excitement all at once. I want to remind you all that the coffee card promotion is back. So if you make a new gift of $5 or more, maybe to WestSide Baby, increase an existing gift by $5 or more, or log 1 hour of volunteer time during the next week through the 21st, you'll receive a $5 Starbucks gift card, courtesy of Washington State Employees Credit Union. Caitlin is busy in the back of the room, wave to everybody, working on our nonprofit expo. We have a digital event that starts at 11:30, so soon. And you can visit the booths if you want to actually chat with the nonprofit hosts. They're physically at their desk in the computer, and they're ready to talk to you. If they're not there, you can email them. That'll be up through the end of December, so it's a great resource for you to share out. It's a great way to find out about more of the nonprofits that are in our campaign. We have almost 5,000 nonprofits that are part of the CFD. There is something for everyone. One of my other favorite things, this is all my favorite, right? I don't have a favorite, it's all my favorite. The online auction starts today. There's a link on our webpage. I will send that out to everyone today as well. If you like shopping and doing good at the same time, the online auction is the place for you. We have amazing gift cards. We have a very fancy bottle of tequila that I will be bidding against you. I'll be bidding against Hannah on, which is, I think, what happened last year. Lots of great stuff. Also, something that I really love is the high five. We'll be launching tomorrow. And you can make a $5 donation, and we have a bunch of cute little e-cards that you can send your colleagues and write them a nice message, and you can invite them to pay that forward. I have to tell you, I built the tool that sends the cards, and when I got a card, it was so meaningful and it felt so good. People love to feel seen. It feels really amazing to know that somebody is looking at the work you're doing or the fact that you exist in the world and that you matter to them. So that'll be available the whole campaign. Please feel free to share that out with your colleagues and coworkers. And that's just what's starting today. We also have coordinator connections in November. If you like hanging out with each other and eating food, clearly I'm a feeder. Come on back in November. We'll be in the hub. You can meet with each other. You can chat. You can troubleshoot. You can problem solve and talk about best practices. We also will have some lunch and learns that I'm very excited about. Our first one is on October 28th. No, not October 20th. Is it? It is that. Sorry, that's my son's 21st birthday too. So I've got a lot going on in my head for that day. October 28th, we'll have a speaker from WestSide Baby and also from Solid Ground and Low Income Housing Institute talking about tiny house villages. And you know, this is your campaign. I am so excited to share WestSide Baby's work with you. And we would not be here today without a lot of support from our events committee and our amazing campaign assistants. And so if you could just give them a round of applause. And then I also, actually, Lauren, are you? Okay, yeah, you go do the moving break. Heather, do you want to help do the door prize drawing? All right, yeah. Did everybody get a door prize drawing ticket? Excellent, because as many of you know, door prizes are my love language. This is the special 6th love language you don't know about. Okay, first one, $20 coffee card to Starbucks. All right, 0, 2, 3, 5. Most of you are winners. 1, 1. 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 5, 1, 1. Well, then Lauren doesn't get it. Who's next? 0, 2, 3, 5, 1, 0. All right, Scaly. And you also get this adorable thank you bag with some other treats in it. So much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see who's next. 0, 2, 3, 5, 2, 1. 2, 1. All right, Audrey. Audrey, you get a $25 Cafe Ladro gift card. And some fun. And last but certainly not least, our next item, you want to call it?
023525.
25?
Woo!
All right. We have a $30 gift card to Hoodsport Winery, as well as a partial.
I'm sorry, this one's mine.
Yeah, I know, right? As well as a partially punched wine discount purchase case buying card.
Thank you.
I don't really know what to call it. Like, it has a really long name. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming today. Yeah, it makes my heart happy to see you. You guys are going to go out and do some really amazing work. Thank you for sharing your time and your talent and your treasure with the UW community. This is my favorite event of the year, and you are my favorite people. And I appreciate the work you're going to do. Thank you. And if you all want to like fight over the candy on the table, I guess they're cookies, or the flowers, please feel free to take those as well.